What is the economic ordering quantity model? It's a mathematical model that we use in production and operations management, as well as in other disciplines, to be able to figure out how much our orders should be quantity-wise so that we can minimize our per week cost when there are certain costs involved. So in this mini lecture, 5 minutes, we're going to go through what is the economic ordering quantity model in terms of a problem that it can be used to solve. What is the model itself? So I'm going to go through the basic formulation of the model. That is, I'm going to show you how we take the problem statement and convert it into a bunch of mathematical variables and equations. We're then going to come up with a solution to the model, which is going to hopefully answer our question, which is the goal: can we find an equation that can give us how much to order, assuming that we happen to know a few other pieces of information about the inventory setup and problem that we face. So sit tight for about 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to go through a super short lecture on the economic ordering quantity model. Assume that you have an inventory of boxes. Let's just say, I don't know, candy or something, and that you're able to sell 5 of those boxes per week. When you have boxes, it's going to cost you $2 per box per week. So you don't want to order nothing because you want to be able to, of course, sell 5 boxes per week after lesser demand, but you don't want to overhold too many boxes because if you do, you're going to be charged quite the penalty. When you run out of inventory, you will need to place an order. However, this is going to cost you a fixed ordering cost of, guess how much? $10, but more specifically for our example, 50. We'll get to the K in a moment. In addition to this cost, when you place an order, you're going to have to pay for the boxes that you're buying. Let's just assume that the cost per box is going to be $10. So the question that we would like to answer is, well, how much should you order? Assuming that you would like to minimize the total cost that you incur between the time that you first had your inventory delivered, all right, and the time that inventory runs out. See that this is at the start of when inventory begins, and as demand is going on, we're decreasing 5 boxes every week until we get to no more boxes and we have no more inventory. Designing a mathematical model. That's our demand rate, how many boxes per week we're able to sell. The holding, and that is per box per week. K is our fixed ordering cost, C is our variable ordering cost, and Q is what we're trying to solve. So here's the name of the game of the model, given quantities of here, and we're trying to solve for this quantity for which is unknown. How are we trying to solve it? By minimizing a cost. So the next part of our modeling needs to be to find an equation for the cost, which, according to our description, it's broken into 3 pieces. So we can design an equation by looking at the holding cost, the fixed cost, and the variable cost. Let's first start with fixed and variable because these are easier. Fixed cost is just K, and the total variable cost is just however many units that I order, which is Q, multiplied by the per unit ordering cost. So now the more challenging part, how do we compute the holding cost? Because if we were to start with Q boxes and we sell lambda boxes every week, then after the first week, assuming that we still hold on to Q units for the whole week, what are we charged? We are charged H dollars for every unit held for this week. And because we held Q units, that means we're charged Q units times H times 1, or this expression right here. Now, to be honest with you, I decided upon 3 boxes. You could have done the same formulation using many more boxes. But the point I'm trying to illustrate here is that if you notice, you have something times something else, something times something else, and something times something else. And in each of these cases, it's 1. If you look here, you'll see it's 1 times Q. And for the first rectangle, it is 1 times the height, Q. What does that represent? Well, that's representing the area of the rectangle. What does this represent here? This is the height and this is the width of this second one, right? 1 week for Q minus lambda units held over that week multiplied together gives me the total number of units held over that week. So that also is the area. So these happen to be areas of rectangles, which means when we add them all together to get the total cost, then the total cost is nothing more than just taking the per week, per box cost and multiplying it by the area under the green curve. What's the area under the green curve? It's a triangle, which from basic geometry you should recognize is base times height. Base here is the length of the time interval, which is t, and height is just q, which as you can see is right here. So we get this neat little equation. So now we have set up our problem in an interesting way, and that all comes together by looking at the green lines. Our holding cost comes down to this part of the equation based on what we formulated here, okay? The variable cost, as you can see, c times q, that comes here, and then the fixed cost k comes here. But this is the total cost over the whole length of the cycle. I want us to do the cost per week. And the way we do that is simply by taking this total thing and dividing it by t. From here, you can take this t and replace it in the equation. So it is just strictly in terms of q. But we wanted this per week. So you actually need to divide this whole thing by t. The goal, to minimize the average cost per week. How do we minimize this? You can the derivative of this function, and then setting it equal to 0 to solve for q. What we end up getting is the relationship for q, the amount to order in terms of the costs, such that our per week cost is at a minimum. In other words, you can't order any other quantity and do better. See how this equation is all used? Let's actually fill the numbers in. Remember that we're able to sell 5 boxes of candy per week. It costs us $2 per box per week to store. Every time we place an order, it costs us a fixed cost of $50, and then it costs us $10 per unit. With this information, we can just use our handy-dandy equation that we derived down there, plug in the numbers, as rounded, which is 16. How long is this from starting at the top to getting down to 0? How long is that going to be? Q over lambda, which is 16 over 5 about, which is about 3.2 weeks. Per week cycle cost is going to be using the cost equation. So that equation came from right here, right? As per week cycle cost, we get $321. Nutshell, that's the EOQ model.